vine,
I am the true vine.
and my Father is the gardener.
My Father is the gardener.
He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit,
Yeah.
while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes.
Why anyone, now listen, this is very, very important. It's very, very important. Because people will say, anointing, anointing, anointing. Oh, anointing is in different ways. Anointing is in what? Different ways. There are anointing. There are anointing for helping people. There are anointing for preaching. There are anointing for deliverance. There is anointing for wealth. Am I speaking to somebody? Now, for you to grow, the Lord must see your capability, your capacity, your effort, your determination. Are you with me this morning? Now, please let me come back. If you are somebody, let me use a keyboard, play keyboard, and you are playing keyboard for the Lord, you are doing it for Him. Nobody will tell you every time you will practice. You will practice, you will practice, you will practice. You will be practicing. You will be practicing. You will be practicing. The Lord will be looking at you saying, He's putting effort. He's trying effort. He's doing, it's okay. Then there is an anointing that will come on you. It's called anointing of inspiration. Are you with me this morning? It's called what? Anointing of inspiration. You start getting inspired by writing songs, by doing things. That anointing that now come on you now, that inspire you to write songs, is the anointing now that will now open the door for you where you want to, where you don't expect to be. You see yourself. Are you getting my teaching now? Are you clear? If you are somebody spiritually growing, you are giving. Now let me use an example. You are somebody who is looking for a fruit of the womb and you don't have a child. But you have love for children. And every time you are helping children, you are doing things, you are doing that with all your heart. You are doing it with your heart, genuinely. And you don't have. The Lord will watch you. Watching you. And you are doing it. And all of it. There is an anointing that will come on you now. It's called the anointing of fruitfulness. Why? Because why did the anointing come? Because you have grown spiritually to attract that anointing. Some people cannot attract the wealth, even if you are prophesied to. Why? Because they have not been doing. Until you start doing, nothing stopping you. You are doing, even when it means it's hard. You are doing. You attract. That is why Paul was talking about the 2 Corinthians chapter 8. He said, let me tell you the grace. It is a grace. It is an anointing that came on them. Anointing to prosper. Why? Because the Lord saw that, they were doing. So it is, if He give them more, if He increase them, they will do more. Am I speaking to somebody? So when that anointing comes on you, now it's a different matter if you misuse it. It's a different matter when you abuse it. That is a different matter. Are you getting it? But as long as you are growing spiritually, you are saying, let me tell you how I started. In 1990,